is. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is James White. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now here's Mahomes. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A second down throw for Brissett. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Geis, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a toss play. This is White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
First down, Brissett. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a moonwalk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Daniels getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
They pitch it to Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Puts this one through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The second quarter score from KC. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Mahomes now on first down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now running right through it. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And shedding through the tackle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Geis receives the pitch, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. Offenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Michael Polodadon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is White on the screen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z, 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 Z!
Now it's Mahomes again. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And his kick here is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you sit.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They'll run with White. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But